Okay. So yeah, man. First thing first, I would like everyone to introduce themselves. So you'll just say your name and your surname, then you'll tell us then you'll tell us if you have been scammed before or not, because I've been scammed before. So igama lami, like I said, it's Dlamini Sibusiso, and ekhaya kuse-KZN eNewcastle, but ngokusebenza ngise-Johannesburg and stuff. So yeah, the next person will just do the same thing. We'll just say your name, and you tell us where are you based, or ekhaya kuphi, then you tell us whether you have been scammed before or not. So I mean, I've been scammed before, like I think it's 4 months back, 750 con, just by like just like that. And the third part is that there was a person ebengimthemba, so my friend, no, so-called friend, one scam was 750 while I was trying to take imali yami from point A to point C. So yeah, so the next person will just do the same thing before we proceed. Who's confident enough to do that?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hi everyone. I am Paula, and okay.
Yeah, you can
my name is Cindy Swasuku, and I'm from Mpumalanga.
Thank you very much for that, Cindy.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, as I was saying, my name is Cindy Masugu. I'm from Mpumalanga, and yes, I've been scammed before. It was 600. It was also, I was also scammed by a friend, so I definitely relate to your story. So yeah, and I think I want to learn more about what crypto is, and hopefully namhlanje ngizophuma na something.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for that, Cindy. The next person, please.
Hi guys, I'm not sure if you can hear me.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, guys, I'm Spamandla Nyembe or Spamandla Kwanyana from Newcastle. I'm based in Pretoria, and fortunately, I haven't been scammed before, or I haven't been scammed yet. The reason why I'm here is to avoid being scammed in the near future. Thank you.
All right. The next person.
Hi everyone. I am Paula, and I'm from the East Rand. And I've been scammed. And however, the platform that I was using, excuse me, it was Luna. So you know, one of those people on Facebook, and so give me such and such amount, I will grow your Bitcoin and whatnot. But then for me, I saw that the downside for me is because I wanted to get rich quick, which is something that they were promising. So I was scammed 3,000. So, but yeah, hence I'm here today. I want to learn and to understand. And thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, the next person. Mlamul Makanda, you can just go on, man. Okay, Utobile, I think Utobile upale something in my comments. So Tobile, hi, I'm Tobile. I've never been scammed before. Thank you very much for that, Tobile. Because of his cards, I think we should proceed and stuff. So guys, first thing first, I would like to try and explain. The reason why I'm saying I'm going to try and explain is because I'm just like you guys. I'm learning this crypto technology as much as I can, just like everyone. So crypto, like it has 13 years, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it's 13 years or 14 since Yabacon. So I feel like it's very soon to have abantu who will call themselves experts of cryptocurrency and stuff, because there are a lot of things maybe found. There's blockchain, you gotta understand that there's blockchain. Then after you've mastered that, there's something called NFTs, there's metaverse. So it's very broad. You can literally like buy a land digital and all those things. So to say you are an expert of this thing, I feel like it's not the right word we could use. So I'm going to try and explain to you. And if you do have something, or you understand that, we are going to be sharing knowledge. So just because I'm the host of this session doesn't mean I'll be the one who will be doing the talking and stuff. You'll also get a chance to talk. You'll also get a chance to ask questions if you feel like there's something I understand, correct? Okay, so yeah, man. All right, got that. So guys, the cryptocurrency, like now, it's crypto, then it's currency. Basically, it's just a new technology, which is digital. So it's digital currency. So here's how I like to explain it. I feel like for us to be able to understand what is cryptocurrency, or to have an idea of where we are in terms of this new technology and where we are heading, we need to first to understand the evolution of imali. How did we get here? So at first, I'm not sure about years, but I know that 100 years ago, maybe more than that, I know it's 100 years ago, we didn't have money and we didn't have gold and all those things, didn't have cryptocurrency. The only thing that we had was my livestock and stuff. So basically, if I had a car and I wanted to, maybe if I had a car and Uspamandla had something that I might be interested in. The most Pamandla had a car. I mean, I had my livestock and I want just Pamandla. What we'll do, we were going to exchange. So Uspamandla was going to give me his car, and then in exchange, I will give him maybe 5 cows and stuff, right? So basically, long time ago, that is how we used to sort of, there's someone who's joining. So basically, long time ago, that is how we used to exchange our goods and stuff like that. Then after that, because of technology, we were then introduced into gold, then it's silver, then it's copper. Once again, if you were interested, maybe you wanted to buy something, so we were going to exchange those metal, which is igolide. If not igolide, it's silver or copper. Then after that, we were then introduced. So it's like it's an evolution of our assets. I don't know if it does make sense. We were then introduced into our metal coins. My metal coins like imali, liyama coin, which was used by our ancestors long ago, right? We used that to exchange goods and stuff. Mshana, how are you doing, man? Sorry about that, guys. Mshana, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, cool. You can just mute so that I can proceed, man. Sure. So sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I was still trying to explain. After our metal coins, we were then introduced into paper money now, which is le mali lesisebenzisa njengamanje, 10 rand and all those things. Then after that, imali yasaba electronic. You can then deposit imali using e-app and all those things. I'm sure you guys get an idea of where I'm going with this, right? So after the technology layer, we are now introduced into a cryptocurrency. So basically, a cryptocurrency, it's something which is like, it forms part of evolution of imali. Because manje into eyenziwa cryptocurrency, sifuna ukuthi ube nemali, but then we are trying by all means to make sure ukuthi imali yakho it's digital. So if you have 10,000 rand, you don't have to have 10,000 ngaphansi kombhede wakhe and all those things, digital. The best things about a cryptocurrency is the fact that no one has access to imali yakho. So if you are a millionaire, no one knows ukuthi uDlamini Sibusiso he's a billionaire, no, he's a millionaire. No one knows Dlamini Sbusiso has a black card because aware characteristics are. So if you are a billionaire or a millionaire, we are the same people if it's cryptocurrency space sets. There's no specific card. Also, niggas, just because you are a millionaire, we are going to give you a black card and all those things. So one of the best things about a cryptocurrency, it's privacy. Number two, there are no regulations from central banks. Number three, there are no regulations from government and staff. So I don't know if that does make sense. So I'll make an example of historical Kanye West. I'm not sure if Ngen knows what's going on with Kanye West. So I don't know. I don't have like a full story of what's going on, but what I know what's in biases and stuff like that. But so basically, they've frozen my accounts. I don't know. It's it's a central bank, if I'm not mistaken. They've frozen my accounts because he said something which affected Amanda Bamflop. So now one of the things I believe which we do need in cryptocurrency is the fact that no one is the owner of this thing. So if maybe you do something wrong and you were to go to prison, no one will freeze your accounts. No one will take your money away from you. As long as you do know your address, your wallet's address, as long as you do know your password, even if you were to go to a prison for like 50 years, after Puma, you still get your Bitcoins, your Ethereum, and all those things. No one will ever say just because you've said this about the Jews, no matter you've said this about the white people and stuff, we are then going to freeze your accounts, we are going to freeze your assets and all those things. Like they don't have power to do that. But when it comes to our central banks, it's a different story now because basically they know everything about when. They know everything. That's why they want this super SAC and all those things so that they can have access to when. When it comes to crypto, the only thing is when to create account, you do that for yourself. There's no middleman. You pay nothing for it. To create account, after that, just take a beautiful selfie. Your accounts get verified. And it depends which exchange you are using. You deposit maybe 10,000, not 10,000. You deposit maybe 10 Rand. For those of you who are familiar with Iluno, I think Iluno you start depositing from 20 Rand. With deposit 20 Rand, then you can then start investing for yourself. So I know what's in Ecozini now, they are speaking about needing 12,000 to buy Bitcoin and all those things. That's bullshit, man. If when you want to do this for yourself, if you want to master this for yourself, here's the best thing you can do. You can just try by all means. We have another one who's coming to join us. You can just try by all means to master the space for yourself and have an understanding with how does it work and how are we going to make money out of it. There is no middleman. When you desire the technology after you've done that, you can then go on and invest for yourself. So here's what I'm trying to explain to you. The reason why we are being scammed is because we give out imali to hoping for someone to 10x it. Doesn't work that way, guys. The only person who can do that for you are your friends. Maybe if you have got friends who are doing forex trading, no ma'am, they are into binary trading. I don't even know what is that. But if you do have a and your friends, no your sibling and stuff, those are the only people without expecting nothing in return and multiply it for when. So labantu abafika ku-Facebook and claim to be investors, abantu abazobe investela, those are scammers, guys, because one thing that you should understand about the cryptocurrency, one, there's privacy. That's number one. So if you understand there's privacy, you know the only people who should have access to your portfolio, no exchanges, Eluno, Binance, Qcoin, and all those things is yourself. That is the only person who should have access to those things. Number two, are you regulated by a government? Let alone like has power. Number three, there are no regulations that come from our central banks and stuff. So the reason why we are always being scammed is because kunabantu abafikayo kuthina claiming to do the hard work for thina, just like ama-banks. Ebhenki bazokutshela ukuthi thatha 10,000 u-invest, then uzoba ne-interest and all those things. But then interest oyitholayo mhlampe from 10,000 after 2 years, mhlampe uthola 1.5. After 2 years, 1.5. There is nothing compared to imali ongayenza ku-crypto if uthi uyi-masterishile and all those things. So I'm just trying to explain what's a crypto. I don't know if you guys have understood that part. At the same time, I'm trying to understand for at the same time, I'm trying to understand why we are being scammed. So basically, the reason why we are being scammed using the name cryptocurrency, because not ourselves, we didn't have an idea what's in crypto span. So imagine, here's what I need you guys to do. You gotta understand what's in the moment it's I'll do the hard work for you. Invest there. Then until December, it's 10,000. All those things. Just know what's like himself doesn't know what is cryptocurrency, because if he does understand what the cryptocurrency is, I intervene with the privacy of your own hard-earned cash. I don't know if this does make sense. Hey. Bongi Nkosi Mthembu, you can just mute, man. All right. So yeah, guys, I don't know if we do have an idea what is cryptocurrency and all those things. So if you guys have more questions about what I've just said, you can just raise up your hands and we're going to give you an opportunity to speak or something. No one has any questions?
I have questions, but then I don't want to. I think you'll cover them.
Now you can
as we go on.
You can just ask maybe one of them. There's some sort of a break.
Okay, so you indicated that in terms of cryptocurrency, I think it was speaking specifically for the Luna account. Nobody can really grow it for you. Are there short-term and long-term investments that you can do when you're trading in the crypto space in Luna? Or is it just, can you invest really?
So can you invest long-term or short-term?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely. And I always prefer to play the long-term game compared to the short-term game, because now we are not sure when it comes to short-term gains, short-term horizon investing strategies, ukuthi i-market izohamba kanjani and stuff. Njengamanje we are in a bear market, right? So ngoba siku-bear market, you cannot invest 500 and hoping ukuthi maybe 500 zakho will be 10 times more of value by, let's say, Feb. You can do that, but looking at the technical analysis, we are still going to be with bear market at least for another year. So I always suggest if you are choosing to invest, always make sure you play the long-term game, because imagine the short-term one, we are loser most of the time since we do not have access to markets, unless if you're going to master the investing part. After you've done that, you then going to master the trading part again, because if there are Bitcoin, XRP, Litecoin, and all those coins, you can trade them just like forex traders daily. Look at some strings almost trying to make my predictions with the market is 2 months from now, a week from now, and then you take a risk, then you trade. If that is what you want in terms of short-term investment strategies, you can do that. But for long-term, it is always advisable within share research maybe for like a week on a certain project. So coins like investor one, I like to call them projects, because they are always trying to solve something. So if we were to invest into any which is not trying to solve any real issue, I feel like we will lose money. So that's why I always call them projects, because they are always trying to find them solutions and stuff. So if we were to invest long term, you just do research for like 1 to 2 weeks on your screens, like Monday to Sunday, just for 2 weeks. When the research, get everything that you can get about Ethereum, their roadmap, what is it, who was Ethereum was funded by who, then read the Elites paper, the team behind Ethereum, we chart previously performance, and just for 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, you do that. After you are certain it's okay, this thing will be massive in the next 2 years to come, maybe, or 3 or 5 or 7. Then you put your hard-earned cash there. We are relaxed. If you would price that 70%, you chill because you know when are you looking into a future compared to those our investor manje 500 hoping to make 10,000 by December. Because that's another thing with about gamble, guys. Like invest a lot of money. I want to invest maybe 400 once in a while, then hoping to make 3,000 within 6 months so that they can go and buy a latest iPhone. It's possible. I don't want to say it's not possible. It's possible, but then low mindsets, it's very dangerous. That's why if you have watched my videos on Facebook page, I've always said to people, the reason why I'm so fascinated by trying to help abantu nge-crypto, ngifuna abantu who have amaphupho. Let's say, you want to start your own company and all those things, but then you don't have the funding. For me, this is an opportunity for when to master the markets, to master the space, and give yourself at least minimum of 5 years to invest. Every day, Baba, big 10% every day, not every day, every month, 10%, you put it aside with our cryptocurrencies, not just on any coins, obviously. You do your own research and make sure to invest into and understand that. For 5 years, I promise you, if you can do that for 5 years, after 5 years, starting from now, I believe we see then you can then take your profits, you go and find your own business ideas and stuff without some investors. So we should only go to our investors if we would see you want them to be part of your company just because of their mindsets, not because you lack financial ability and all those things. So the only reason why we should look for our investors, for example, I go to Spamandla, Spamandla, I have this idea. I don't know, what is it? Go to space whatsoever, right? I want to go to space and all those things. My idea, this is the plan, blah, 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 in Malengaga. So Imaliam, it's sorted. I do have financial ability. I do have financial access. Everything's sorted. The only reason why I'm which I can see, which you do have a background when it comes to rockets and all those things. So ngifuna wena uze kule company yami ngizokunikeza 10% just because of wisdom onayo when it comes to science, not because ngifuna imali yakho. No, angifuni imali yakho, ngifuna wena uze kumina just because of wisdom osunayo. That's the right mindset when it comes to investing esikhathini siphila kusona njengamanje, because you can make a lot of money just using a phone ne-laptop. As long as une phone, une laptop, unesturo, unetafula, une Wi-Fi connection, you can make a lot of money. But angeke uzuyenze nje in 1 year. It takes time. We have net discipline, net dedication, and all those words. I don't know if it does make sense.
It makes sense. Can I ask another question?
Yeah, sure.
In Forex, okay, I'm currently learning about Forex, and there are various other methods of technical analysis or of strategies, right? So also in cryptocurrency, do you also guys also implement various strategies in order, for instance, one of the strategies maybe is your supply and demand. Can you also implement those strategies into the crypto space? And secondly, is tax-wise, does one have to declare at SARS that, look, I'm making my money through crypto and this and that and that and that, and what are the measures that one can take? When would you advise it's best for one to go and declare?
Okay, so I don't know if ngikuzwe kahle, but I'll try to give you an answer right. So in terms of our strategies, ngiyathanda because usebenzisele igama leli supply and demand. So when you do research, fundamental research, those are all the things that you should take into account and all those things. I'll make an example of a Bitcoin. The reason why Bitcoin price it's so high, obviously, it's because it was the first cryptocurrency for us to be introduced into, right? But again, mayobheka number of coins akhona for Bitcoin. I think njengamanje, if I'm not mistaken, I could be right or wrong. I think it's 16 million. So as time goes by, 10 years to come, obviously, if Bitcoin is of scarce, at the same time, it is something esiyidingayo sonke. So just because of that, the supply will be low. Because the supply is low and the demand is high, definitely sure the price of Bitcoin as time goes by is even more than low njengamanje. The price of Bitcoin, like, it's only exponential because of the markets, the bear markets, the people about controlling all those things. We are all excited about all those things, but as time goes by, then it's in this as far as it's supply and demand. There are coins. I think I'm not sure if but there's something called, I think it's Monera, if I'm not mistaken. It's the same, it's the same thing. Price of I think it's 4 point something last time I checked. Last month it was 4 point something. Now it's the same thing. Coins are 23 million, if I'm not mistaken. The time goes by, because Lona coin cooling data and the privacy. The time goes by, definitely sure. The supply and demand will be one of the best things to affect in the price of a coin. So those are not one of the things I see when it comes to investing, because we do have coins. Like maybe a coin has total supply of 30 billion, but then again the price of coin skyrocket. So the money affects us if you affect any like a price of a certain coin. But as time goes by, the supply and demand definitely show it's going to be one of the best things of it determining like the price of a certain coin. So that was your first question. Your second question again.
When would you advise for one to declare usazi ukuthi, look, I'm making money through, or this is my way of making money? Yeah.
No, excuse my language, but fuck them. You don't have to do that. And again, that is one of the best things about the cryptocurrency, guys. As much as, because I think last year, he said something like, those people who are doing cryptocurrency in South Africa, they should be taxed and all those things. Remember, like, he's one of abantu government. So obviously, if people are making money out of crypto and forex, and they are getting nothing out of that, they are going to try and fight the system in. So if you're making money out of this space, tax-free. And you don't have to go to SARS and tell them what you're making money out of crypto and all those things. They will call you once Babon to send $1 million bank. They will call you and ask you, how do you make money? They'll suggest to come and get purple card from Discover or black card from FNB. They'll all do those things, but then at the end of the day, it's not a must for you to go to them and tell them, guys, the reason why I'm getting 50,000 each and every month is because I'm trading using forex and I'm also investing with Bitcoin, so that's why I'm a millionaire. You don't have to do that, and they know that. So that's the best thing about a cryptocurrency, which is, again, privacy. And the data, they don't have access to data. That's another thing. They can try to fight it just like in India, but at the end of the day, India technology with blockchain, they will never pass that. One of the best things they can do, which now themselves, useless as they are, to come and join the space and implement what is cryptocurrency, other than trying to fight this thing, because they will never win. Like, in technology, it's either you adapt or you die. That's it. I don't know if it does make sense. Anyone guys on the question again? Spa.
Okay. I think Pilan should have got first. But again, in terms of,
sorry.
Okay, you will go after me in this. In terms of that thing of a tax-free account or that they won't tax your money, they won't tax it from your wallet of crypto, or they won't even tax it if you transfer it from your wallet to your personal bank account. because I believe once you have a money in your bank account, like they will go after you. They will want to take. They like, I'm not sure how to put it, but they will want to text that man.
Yeah, sure, that's correct. Yeah, so if we're still on your space finance account yakho and you've got like 500,000, definitely sure they won't be able to text that. But again, ukuze ukhiphe imali yakho siyawadinga la makhadi abo, right? So kumele transfer from i-account yakho ye-Binance uyise kuLuno if ukuthi awusuwase-America most of the time, khona enye indlela kodwa esebenzayo. Then from iLuno to FNB noma Capitec or Discover. Once yaba lapho, because now you're using lento yabo vele, which is unlike the space sets. Obviously, ama-cards abo akhona ama-regulations from government, unlike cryptocurrency. Number two, akhona ama-regulations from ama-central banks. So definitely sure, once abasekhadini lakho, they will then be able to text you. But don't say leyo mali abayidonsa inyanga nenyanga, ama-fees and all those things. Ma uyothenga i-Boxer, uthenga i-Red Bull, noma uyithengela uPie, like text bayakushaya vele. Kodwa they don't have the ability to go to i-Binance account yakho befike beyi-text khona imali yakho ihleli. They don't. Yeah, I think uSindiswa wanted to ask something as well. And Philane.
Yes. I also had a question. So I heard you saying when it comes to coins and everything, you have to do your research and understand on something, like invest on something that you understand. Ne?
Yeah.
So I want to ask Uguti, when you search, like what do you say? Go to Google and be like, where can I invest? That is very broad because so I just want to know how do you research? Because I know, yes, I have to research, but what do I say when I get there? How do I do the research?
Yeah. Okay, we have another one who's coming to join us. All right, thank you very much, Sindisa, for your question. So in terms of research, it's a very broad topic. But one of the best things ongazenza into engihlale ngitshela abantu. So I'll make an example of there's this coin, Hedera coin. So when you go to their website, Hedera, like it's solving something, man, massive. They are doing a lot of things, but the one that stood out for me was the fact that they are trying to cut ulayini when you're going to SARS, you certify and all those things. So you don't have to go there. You can do that online and all those things using ama documents. So they are all about identity. At the same time, they are being private about that. So we are they are trying to solve one of our real issues now, not only South Africa but globally. So here's what I always like to say to abantu abafundisayo about cryptocurrency. Each and every coin also invest alone. Once we understand this is the problem they are trying to face, then we are the problem we face and is it a real problem? If it's a real problem, we are born with corner and we are born solution align with the problem less now. There is one of the reasons that you can invest coin. But then again, you also have to check use cases out. Okay, they are doing this program, they are solving this program and all those things. But then again, companies are massive, companies are respected Microsoft and all those things. Is something which is solid. They are trying to implement it companies. I don't know if it does make sense. Sindis. Sindiswa.
Hi. I'm still here. Yes, you are making sense. So I have to research one coin at a time?
Yeah. Just take one coin and maybe when the research for like 2 weeks. Ubheke like ama videos. YouTube, guys, this is another thing. You can always go to YouTube. That's one of the things show you to one of my study guides and occupy for a mentorship. So you should always go to YouTube. So one of the things show for free, but I'll say them anyway. So when you research a coin, first thing first, if you go to their website, they don't have a YouTube channel, that's a red flag. Most of the time, it's a red flag. So most of the time, AMA coins are solver like real problems and stuff. They will have a YouTube page, and when you go to their YouTube channel, there's always like recent videos which shows they are moving forward. Then another best thing you can do, you can check their roadmap. In 2021, they said they were going to do this. Then we are back with lento labathi bazoyenza 2021 sebeyenzile yini, lento labathi bazoyenza February 2022 sebeyenzile yini. If usebayenzile, again, the green flag, uyabona ukuthi okay labantu they are moving forward. So that is how you do research. I feel like it's kind of hard for me to explain everything, but I'm just giving you an idea what are the most important things on iBeggar before you can then invest your money into. So when I started, I used to buy my coins, mhlambe coin elu 0.0001, hoping ukuthi mangilithenga 500 on ama coins awu 10 million, hoping ukuthi within 2 years bebe selihleli ku 1 rand. Obviously futhi on ama coins awu 10 million of a certain coin uthenge i-price isahleli almost zero. Malikhuphuka vele i-price yakhona ihlala ku 1 rand, kusho ukuthi imali yakho lo 500 wakho now converted to 10 million. When I started, I used to do that, but then I lost a lot of money doing that. But then, manje, it's not even about that. One of the best things I do, I wanna understand what's okay, guys. I know what you guys are just like amanyama coins. You are trying to make sure what's in data yami, it's secure, it's fast, scalable, protected, and all those things. But then again, what I wanna know, what are you guys solving? If you guys are solving something, then I will invest. Even if 1.5, on my coins are 60, I know what the time goes by, definitely sure the price is going to sky. Then number 2, there's a coin foot again called web token. It's energy web token. It's a very powerful coin, energy web token. So I don't have like some full understanding about loan. Price I got the sum I check, it was 75 rand. So the reason why it's a very powerful coin, those people behind that project, they are using a technology of a blockchain to fight the emission of carbon dioxide. That's powerful. You don't even need to understand a lot of things. Just by looking at this Pilaxona, looking at what Elon Musk is doing with Tesla, then there's a coin, it's a blockchain technology to do the same thing as Elon Musk and Tesla. That alone should tell you that is powerful, bro. That is very powerful. You can then go research what are they doing, but that alone shows you okay, this shit is real. And if Elon Musk would say something about the coin lately, I think they will be using it with Tesla. Definitely sure going to make a lot of money. So I'm just giving you an idea which we are born with 80 rand, 75 rand. But we are born to value compared to the others we solve. We are born to value. I don't know if that does make sense. Sorted.
Yes, right. Thank you so much.
All right, no worries. Planning, you wanted to ask something? Pilane Lamin. Oh, I think
he's out.
Oh, yeah, we lost him. So yeah, guys, I don't think we can send a question, right? I feel like Jamanji, because we are left with 10 minutes. One of the best things I can do is to try and explain what's in blockchain technology isebenza kanjani. So again, so what I said, what's in cryptocurrency, it's a new technology, it's a digital currency. It's a new technology that makes use of a blockchain. So a cryptocurrency will not be functioning without the technology of a blockchain. But for us to understand what's yonke lento yenza kanjani, also have to have an idea what the blockchain itself is. So I feel like one of the best things you can do before trying to engage in the space, understand two things, cryptocurrency and blockchain. Once you are done with that, I feel like years and years afterwards, but when I'm also understanding what blockchain in cryptocurrency in blockchain in, because you cannot explain what is cryptocurrency without making use of the word blockchain. So with definition, the reason why I didn't use the word blockchain at first, because I'm going to simplify compared to using the big words and about 7 design. Sorry about that. So yeah, cryptocurrency is a new digital currency that makes use of blockchain technology. But then blockchain technology here in blockchain technology, it's a new currency that is used by cryptocurrency. So I want to explain again if I'm running away to make use of massive and stuff. So in the blockchain, I'll make an example, just a short example. Let's say kona unormal. Let's say we have normally, then we have will. So unormally, like she wants to transfer in certain money to will. In terms of at first, there will be what we call transaction at first, right? So in terms of unormally will make a transaction to will, but then the first step transaction. The first step is payment to will. It's the same thing as like transfer transfer the girlfriend 500 for it's her birthday and stuff, then transfer 500 and all those things. It's the same thing as one of the best things about the cryptocurrency, no one will have access, no one will have an idea when you've just transferred 500 to your girlfriend. So here's how this works. Normal transfer imali to will in terms of there will be a tiny block. So in transaction will be recorded as a block. The block lizofike libe serial number. So mawuchecka kahle imali, mawuchecka kahle imali yakho yephepha, khona serial number lapha. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. Une serial number lapha. So the serial number leyana iphethe ukuthi leyo mali leyo ikhandwe kuphi. That's number one. Number two, when was it printed? Number two, who was the person who ikhandwe leyo mali? They represent a lot of things, but it's just the data about leyo mali leyo. So now le block leli elizo recorder i-payment eyenziwa unormal. Lizobe liphethe lento lezo ukuthi okay, le mali le ikhamba from person A, is going to person A, then kube khona ne-address. But again, zonke lezi zinto lezi digital, even yourself, we don't even know ukuthi there's something like that, but it does exist. Then ngesikhathi kwenza leyo nto leyo, nakunormal before i-transaction ifike kuyena kuba khona nayo kuye i-block same as naku-will njalo nakuzoba khona i-block same as normal. So lama blocks lawa azoba joined together, then maye-joinwe together mhlawumbe sewu-3 noma 4, maye-joinwe together ama-blocks lawa aphethe i-data about i-payment eyenziwe unormal. Lawo ma-blocks lawa aba-joined together then abizwa ngani nge-blockchain. Without making use of amagama like nodes, network, and all those things, just trying to explain it's like simple without painting out some point or steps or 6, making use of magama cool. I-blockchain kahle representa i-data about everything, about every payment ends with a certain person to a certain person. So ukuze lama blocks lawa awu2 abe joined, mele avalidate qala. So they will payment anomaly will not be successful without lama blocks lawa being validated. So ngesikhathi lama blocks lawa evalidator, leyo nto leyo siyibiza ngani? Siyibiza nge-mining. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of Bitcoin mining. So basically, masikhuluma nge-Bitcoin mining, sikhuluma ngaleyo process leyo whereby ama-blocks noma ama-payments athile, they are being converted noma they are being recorded as ama-blocks, then they are linked together. That is Bitcoin mining, right? So labo bantu labo, those people who will be doing that validation for lawo ma-payments lawo, sibabiza ngama-miners. Kanti afike benze leyo nto leyo, ama-miners. So those are the people that check everything, with everything is sorted. E-wallet correspond, address wallet correspond with the address wallet to the next person and all those things. If good correspond, then they will tick everything that needs to be ticked before transaction will be successful. I don't know if that does make sense. I don't know if that does make sense, guys. All right. So basically, blockchain, in simple terms, guys, what's blockchain? It's a process whereby a payment is recorded. We block. Then little block layer will be linked with another block containing the same information about that certain payment. Then may have a link together on a block now, a form of something that is called a blockchain. That is basically a technology of blockchain. So one of the best things about the information, again, which is secure, no one has ability to yona, even the government ability to yona, even about validator, they don't have ability to yona. So that's one of the best things. And one of the, I feel like the biggest thing, which in less than 10 seconds. So transferring mal manje, if it's fast, in less than few seconds, you have to the next person. Obviously, but if you're using Ethereum, it's different story because the economic gas charges and all those things. So in terms of blockchain, guys, I don't know if you guys do have an idea, at least the basic understanding of what is blockchain. Yeah. Sorted.
How's it, everyone? Good question.
Yeah, man.
Sure. I've got a question in terms of commodity. No one has access to the blockchain. What do you mean? Like, can you please explain that? Because I know that whatever that's happening on the blockchain, anyone has access to it. For example, let's say if I know your wallet address, I can go to I forgot this website where I can put in that your address, then I'll see all the transactions that happen under your under your address, for example.
Address. All right,
yeah,
great.
So I just wanted
all right, so I think it's Lebohang. So Lebohang, earlier on, I tried to explain what's in more transfer imali using central banks and stuff. Like government, the central banks and your bank branch, they do have access to imali yako, or they do have the ability to see who to transfer money and all those things. But German, if you were to make a payment to, let's say you were to make a payment to me, the only people who will have access to see that, how much did you transfer and all those things, it's only you and me. So information yako, data yako, it's private. Unlike when you're transferring imali using app, mhlambe app, government, central banks, they do know to transfer imali in Ituban. But using blockchain technology, the only thing that they can see, but the only thing that I can see is your address, but I won't be able to see who transfer imali in. So I won't be able to determine financial status. Does it make sense?
Okay, I get it. Yeah. Okay, so you're talking about privacy, actually.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorted.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, great. Anyone on the question, guys? We are all sorted. All right. So I feel like this card, see, we are left with few minutes. So
Mlamuli.
Yeah, Mlamuli. You wanted to say something?
Hey, hi guys. So, Mr. Damini, I have a question.
Sure.
I'm not sure if you can hear me or something.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if I'm getting off topic, but I wanted to ask, if I'm someone who is interested in crypto, and believe in its potential, but I'm also like extremely busy, I want to invest in crypto, if I may say, but I may not have the time to do the research or learn about the blockchain, and all like the nuances, or the deep stuff about crypto. What could be the solution for someone like me,
Sure. All right.
Yeah, I think that's
Sorted. All right. So thank you very much for your question, Mr. Makand. So if you do have interest, but then you don't know where to start, or you're way too busy, I feel like you've got two options. The first option will be to get someone who can do the hard work for you, but that depends on your financial status. If you do have money for it, you can join a mentorship and stuff. But like I said earlier on, I believe one of the best things you can always do is to do your research and stuff, so that you won't be calling Bitcoin a scam if you've invested certain money. So one of the best things you can do, the best part you can do, you can take the investing gain instead of trading all those things. So when into ungafaka i-focus yakho in terms of investments, but again, just because you're busy, again, you can get someone who will manage accounts akho, depending what is your goal and stuff. Because I'm getting a sense of you don't have time to do the hard work, the research, and all those things, right?
Yes.
Sure. So if you don't have time to do the hard part and all those things, sleepless nights, you gotta pay someone to do that for you. Then the only thing you'll do is to give them money, no matter is to deposit money, with my exchanges, because you gotta do that for yourself. So if you would mean I'm the one who's doing the hard work for you, I'll do the hard work for you, do research, but then I won't be investing for you because I'm trying by all means to protect the Kamalami reputation. After I've done a certain research on a certain coin, I will then send you some sort of format documents explaining what the coin is, teach you, okay, the coin is and all those things. After you have mastered that, the only thing you'll do when you start laptop for 500, if it's 500, 500 rand, if it's 100 rand, then you buy and hold. If I say buy and hold for 2 years, you buy and hold for 2 years, not for 2 months. I don't know if that does make sense.
No, it absolutely does make sense,
All right.
Thank you.
No worries, man. Another one, guys. So yeah, guys, I just have a question since says cool. So after everything that I've said, I just need maybe like 2 people or 3. Okay, we do have Will. Okay, Will, you can go ahead, man.
Greetings, everyone. I don't know if you've already explained this because I joined late. I wanted to know, how does the blockchain technology link with non-fungible tokens, NFTs? Because I've heard people saying there's a link there between non-fungible tokens and the blockchain technology. So I wanted to know, how does that happen, and is it real or whatsoever?
Okay, great. So Will, first thing first, I'm glad that you do know what does NFTs stands for, non-fungible tokens and stuff. So remember, with NFTs, basically it's just artwork, right? Just artwork. Yeah. Now it's artwork that you cannot touch, so it's digital. Later on, when I tried to explain the way blockchain in what is it, cryptocurrency, I said cryptocurrency is a new technology, is the new digital currency that make use of the blockchain technology, right? So yeah. The link between the blockchain, the link between the cryptocurrency and NFTs, it's digital. That's the link. Digital, you cannot touch it. It's artwork. Something on a museum we born, but then when it comes to crypto space, it's now digital. You cannot touch it. But then the link between the blockchain, what is it? Nama NFTs. Again, it's privacy. I don't know if that does make sense.
Yeah, it does. I understand now.
You sorted now?
Yeah, I think I'm sorted.
Just you said you think shoot you are not certain. So Yeah, man, I'll try to explain once again. Ama NFTs, the only reason why they are related to blockchain is because they are digital. If a blockchain, not blockchain, in cryptocurrency, if cryptocurrency didn't exist, ama NFTs, they wouldn't be here today. So they exist because of a new digital technology, simply put.
Right. So what you're basically saying is that the blockchain technology is almost like a tool to transfer funds or between a buyer and a seller that is private.
Perfect, man. Could have said it better than you. Perfect. That's what I'm trying to explain.
Okay, I understand now, comprehend.
No worries, man. Yeah, Lebokang.
Okay, yeah, I've got a question. So I see with Nama, what's this? Crypto exchange are different, you know?
Yeah.
So if you open, like for example, an exchange, a wallet with, for example, Binance, and maybe something happens to the Binance system, how do you move your funds from a Binance to maybe another, what you say, another exchange?
You cannot.
Okay. So that's a risk.
It's not, because you said if something happens to Binance exchange, so it's like it's a system, it's a system error, right?
Yeah, if it happens, Belangiti, I've seen a couple of YouTubers. What's this? I'm not sure if Yamazu Kofi Zila, but does what's this? So he talks about different what's this crypto projects where they do what's this what you call this one? A pump and dump.
Yeah.
Whereby they pump the stock up, then they eventually dump it. So
Yeah.
there was an exchange that was developed, and it was dropped, and the people that had money into that exchange didn't have access to their money. So I just wanted to find out,
So
how do you avoid such things?
So basically, there was a scam. Is that right?
Yeah, you can say that.
Okay. So Jangamaj, I think I'm not sure in terms of my exchanges just now, but Maning, but one of the best exchanges, it's Binance, then it's Qcoin. Those are one of the best exchanges. So if you invest in Binance, and there's something where to happen to your system, obviously you cannot be able to, you won't have access to Imaliago because it's the system error, so you cannot log in and stuff like that. But just because of your reputation, they will fix that, and then everything is sorted. When you go back to your wallet again, your funds are there. Then in terms of transferring from one exchange to another exchange, you gotta make sure if you wanna transfer USDC from Binance to Luno, gotta make sure the address yakho le ozotransferela kuyona ngalo kuLuno, i-network that will be using does correspond with a network that you are transferring from with Binance account yakho. I don't know if that does make sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's clear.
So last question, guys, before we close, because I think it's late more 10 minutes. No one has a question. All right. So I feel like here's the best part. As much as we wanted to be here to learn about crypto and the blockchain, but we do have an understanding, you would say, what is crypto and how does it make use of the blockchain technology and all those things. So I believe before you can even start investing in all those things, those are the two things that you gotta be able to explain to a person who doesn't have an idea with what is blockchain without using amagama cool and stuff. So now, here's how we make money, guys. I think there are 7, if not 8 ways that we can make money out of cryptocurrency, which is something engikhuluma ngayo kakhulu to what is it in premium standard mentorship program. So one of the best things you can do is to invest. If you don't want to invest, you will trade. If you don't want to trade, you will lend money. If you don't want to lend money, there's something called pool funding. If you don't want to do that, you can stake your money. So there are a lot of ways you can make use of a blockchain to make money. But one of the best ways that I'm currently using, that I'll suggest everyone to start implementing and all those things, is to buy and hold. That's it. So there's no best strategy that you can use before you can start. So you do your research. If you want to know how to do your research, because of his cards, I won't be able to explain everything, German. You just hit me up, whether it's on WhatsApp or Facebook, no email address. If you want to know how to do your research, you can hit me up, then we can arrange something. So you do your research. That's number one. Number two, you decide. After you've decided, based on the research you invest. If you the part yes, you are investing, the last part you hold. So it's just 4 things: research, decide, invest, and hold. 4 things. I would think like a specific formula. So the hard work lies like with the first part, research. That's the part most of our struggling I would how to do research. And it's a very broad topic. I cannot talk about it, Angela. So you research, you decide, you invest, then you hold. I believe with food you can make use of them factors or 4, and make sure with the first part you spend at least 2 weeks to 3 weeks doing a research style, make sure we tell everything or I told about a certain project. Magbuyi Bull Run, which is 2024, according to technical analysis, we are going to make a lot of money. Not only me, not only Elon Musk or the other experts who are investing on, but everyone. So yeah, man, from my side, that's it. If Uti I get on a question, yeah, we can just yes, you can ask. You are the last one.
Okay, thank you. Have you noticed that there are people that will say, let's say Litecoin is taking a dip. So usually they would hold as you just mentioned that we should hold the position.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a minimum amount or a maximum amount that we need to deposit in order to ensure that it can hold, our investment can really go through the various phases? Thank you.
I'm not sure if I told the question now because I'm trying to get it. Again, like in simple terms.
Okay, I want to go. For instance, if you want to trade NASDAQ, because it's volatile, if you're a position holder, then Melo would say at least deposit 1.5K to make sure before it goes to a bullish trend, it goes to a downish trend and bearish trend and then bullish trend. There are different phases that it will go through. So you need to make sure that you found a certain amount that can sustain that. So my question is, Nago cryptocurrency, in as much as you're saying we can also hold positions, is there a minimum or a maximum amount that would need to deposit to make sure it can sustain the various phases?
Nah. There's no such thing. Especially if you are investing though, because you'll first hear about those words. Stop limits, positions, futures. If you are doing it daily trading, like forex, which is something that I'm not doing. I'm not doing trading and all those things. But you then get to speak about those words if you are trading daily. But in terms of investing, which is something I do, no, there's no such things. If you do 1.5, you invested 1.5, and in mhlampe iba bearish kakhulu, ayikho minimum amount kumele ube nayo to make sure ukuthi mhlampe hold a certain position.
Thank you.
All right, so yeah, guys, it was lovely meeting you all, and thank you very much for those questions and all those things. So last things, don't get surprised. I'll be sending my email to everyone who was able to join to thank you guys for Wisconsin and all those things. And I'll be hoping to get your feedback. We would see how was the session. And if there's something we found, you can then be able to tell me, responding to the email layer. If there's something I will understand and you feel like I should have explained it much better, you can just go on and criticize and make sure I will be too harsh and stuff. So yeah, I think we are going to call it a night. No questions. All right, thank you very much, guys. Have a lovely one, eh?
Thank you. Bye.
All right, bye-bye.